Good evening and welcome to Candlelight. Our spotlight speaker will be Luke Falk. Luke Falk was born and raised in Logan, Utah. After moving to California during high school, he decided to come back to Logan High prior to his junior year to complete his high school career in the town and school he loved as a Grizzly. He represented the Grizzlies on both the high school football and basketball teams. As the senior quarterback, he broke the Utah records for pass attempts and completions. He then moved on to play for Washington State in Division I football. During his senior year, he captured national attention and won the Burlsworth Trophy. He was drafted in the 6th round of the NFL draft by the Tennessee Titans and played in 3 games this year as a New York Jet. We are so grateful to Luke for agreeing to speak to us and representing the Grizzlies so well.
Hello, class of 2020. My name's Luke Falk. I graduated here in 2013. I moved up to Logan my freshman year, but I always consider it my hometown. It's near and dear to my heart. And high school for me, and I know for a lot of people, is filled with a lot of awkward moments, a lot of awkward stages, a lot of firsts. Had my first kiss, drove my first car, had my first nose job. Thank you, Russell Murphy, for hitting me in basketball practice. And then probably definitely had my first concussion. But really though, Logan High is a great place. I have a lot of fond memories here, like going to Logan Heroes for lunch, trying not to be tardy, coaching the greatest powder puff team in Logan High history, and getting cheered on by the entire school during our basketball playoff runs, and even getting coached by a guy that was a whole foot shorter than me. Sorry, Coach Brown. But probably my favorite memory is just hanging out with my friends, trying to do our homework, really attempting, and to pass the time on by, I would try to entertain the group by giving them some life lessons. And funny enough, one of my friends actually has a piece of paper that I wrote them down on. Some were pretty good, some not so good. Like, for instance, everybody had to pay me $5 anytime they hung out with their girlfriend over the group. Now, I'll be honest, I broke this quite often, but in hindsight, others were pretty spot on, and I thought I'd share some of those with you tonight. The first one is don't be afraid to disappoint your parents. Now, I know how this sounds, and some of your parents are freaking out right now. But what I really mean is it's an opportunity to start thinking for yourself on your own. Up to this point, you've lived with your parents or whoever is your guardian at this time, and really the decisions have kind of been laid out for you. You're going to be going in a part of your life where you're working or you're going to college, and you're really going to be on your own. A chance for you to feel the full effects of your choices, whether it be good things or whether it be consequences. But ultimately, you're going to be able to learn from those things yourself and make up the person who you'll become in this life. And as a result of that, your parents are going to be really proud of you for the person that you've become and the beliefs that you've created for yourself. The second one is kind of a personal favorite for me. It's care what others think, but not that much. It kind of ties into the first one in the sense that you know best. For me personally, when I was coming out of high school, I had 2 options really. Go to Cornell and play football, or go walk on and take a risk to play football at Washington State. I had everybody telling me that I needed to go to Cornell and that it was the safe route, coaches included, family members. But ultimately, I knew what was best for me and decided that I wanted to take a chance and knew in my heart that I wanted to go try it at Washington State. And things worked out for me when you follow your gut instinct, your own intuition. And the third one is you get out of life what you put into it. I think hard work beats talent every day, and it perseveres. For me, when I went to Washington State, I may have not have been the most talented, but I definitely worked my butt off. And I found myself being able to get lucky during certain periods of my career. And what do I mean by lucky? I mean when my preparation met the opportunity. For me, I had opportunities where guys transferred out, or the coaches believed in me, and even people getting hurt in front of me, and I seized the moment when it came to me. And the fourth one is to control what we can control, especially during these times right now with all the uncertainty. I even find myself at times focusing on the things that are out of my power, and it creates a lot of anxiety within me. But if I really focus in and center in on the things that I can control, then I find a lot of peace and serenity that comes with it. An example for me in my career is I got put on the practice squad with the New York Jets, and there were a lot of things that were out of my control, but I came back and focused on what I could do, and that was to work hard and wait for the luck to happen again. And 1 week later, I find myself playing against the Cleveland Browns on Monday Night Football, and then the next week I was playing against my idol in Foxborough against Tom Brady. So it's funny how things work out in life when you focus on the things that you can control and you put the work in that comes with it. And the fifth one is to remember where you come from. Right now, you're all going to go on different paths. Some are going to go work, some are going to go to college, some are going to go on missions. So you guys are going to do all different types of things. But the number one thing that's going to hold you all together is this school, this place, this community, your friends. I know for me personally, my friends have been with me on every step of the way. Every game I've played, they've always been there supporting me. And no matter how successful you get in life, you'll never be able to outgrow your roots. So always remember where you come from. And lastly, remember to be kind. Be kind to others. We've all heard the saying that you never know what somebody's going through. And man, is this true. And also, just as importantly, be kind to yourself. Your feelings are both mentionable and manageable. So be honest with how you're feeling. And also, be brave enough to get the help that you need. For me, this is therapy. I talk to a therapist once every other week about how I'm feeling, and especially right now with all that life is throwing at us. And also remember to celebrate the victories in your life, no matter how small. Right now, this means celebrating your high school graduation, and what an accomplishment that is. So take the time to thank the people that helped you along the way, whether it be your parents, your teachers, your friends, coaches, or anybody. And just know that this achievement is just one of many to come. So congrats, class of 2020. This kid from Logan will be cheering you on, and I'm excited to see what you go on to do. So be safe, have fun, and go Grizzlies.
I've heard it said that people come into our lives for a reason, bringing something we must learn, and we are led to those who help us most to grow if we let them, and we help them in return. Well, I don't know if I believe that's true, but I know I'm who I am today because I knew you. Like a comet pulled from orbit as it passes a sun, like a stream that meets a boulder halfway through the wood. Who can say if I've been changed for the better? But because I knew you, I haven't changed for good. It well may be that we will never meet again in this life Because I knew I have been changed for
Our student speakers for the night are Emily Thurston and Isaac Phillips, representing athletics, and then Sarsar Lynn, representing the arts, and finally, Logan Chase, representing what it means to be a Grizzly.
All of us have heard the phrase that high school prepares us for our future. I believe that Logan High has given us just that. By providing primarily a good education and many extracurricular activities like clubs, dances, sports, musicals, and celebration weeks, to help us learn and enjoy high school as much as we have been willing to enjoy it. The activity that I mainly participated in was sports. I played girls basketball for all 4 years and softball for 3. The many activities Logan High offered allowed me to meet more wonderful people and open myself up to new things. Additionally, Logan High has some foreign exchange students come and learn with us, giving us that fun experience of meeting people from around the world. I was lucky enough to have some of the foreign exchange students as teammates in basketball and even softball. This experience allowed me to learn about different cultures, languages, and meet some really cool people. Slowly, I became more comfortable talking to people I did not yet know and would be rewarded by having a fun conversation and gaining a new friend. When we look back on our high school experiences, I want you to compare the first day we walked into the school to the next time we walked through it. I can say for a fact that everyone is not the same person they once were, making the saying, high school prepares us for a future, start to sound true. School is definitely not easy, especially during these unique times. Even so, I know that school dances, sports, musicals, and many more activities have shaped me into a better, well-rounded person. Actually, that statement isn't true. The activities were a reason for us to gather together, but it was really the people that I met that shaped me into who I am. Thank you, Logan High staff, for giving me opportunities to enjoy myself, and thank you to every student before me, every student with me, and every student after me for preparing me for my future and turning me into a person that I can proudly call a Grizzly.
So, it has been 4 years since we first walked through the doors of Logan High as freshmen. Now, we have grown to become a part of the Logan High family. I would like to thank the teachers, administrators, and everybody else who helped us Grizzlies to have the best possible high school experience. Now, for us seniors, it's been a pretty crazy year. It started as a seemingly normal final year, has turned into quarantining and schooling from home. There's no doubt that this has been one of the toughest times for many during high school. But instead of focusing on the bad things that may have happened in the past, I would like to focus on many of the good things that will happen in the future. Kind of talk about what happens when all this smoke clears, what we should do. During my 4 years as a Logan High Grizzly, I have taken part in many different sports, activities, and clubs that are offered, my favorite being track and field. I started this sport in my freshman year and would have completed my 4th season had the year not been cut short. One of the biggest lessons that I learned from track and field was to look towards the future, to see what I could do the next year, the next meet, or even just at the next mark. I worked hard to make sure that I had achieved these goals that I'd set. Now, we may not all do sports, but this lesson can apply to virtually anything we do, from music to arts to academics. One of the most important things that you can do is to get ready for the future, because you never know what it's going to bring. Now, for a lot of you, the high school graduation experience is one of the major turning points in your life. However, it should not be the most pivotal moment of anybody's life. We all have more that's coming to us, and more opportunities that we need to take. What's next? That's different for all of us. Whether we go on to do college or trade school or work, anything can happen. It's my hope that as Grizzlies, we'll take advantage of the opportunities that life throws at us, ask ourselves what's next, and take those opportunities. Thank you.
The friends and teachers I have met at Logan High shaped my time there. Because of them, these 4 years will stay with me for the rest of my life. I can wholeheartedly say that without the art department, my time at Logan High would not nearly be as influential. Through my art classes, I found a circle that resonated with me. I got to know them through collaborating on art pieces and going on field trips to museums. They brought me out of my shell, and with them, I gained new experiences. They became my support system and encouraged me to participate in school events and inspired my best pieces. Without them, I would not have the memory of walking through an old, abandoned inn, sweating up the stairs of the state capitol, attempting a fire at Tony Grove, setting off an alarm at the Springville Museum, and creating the perfect Lorax. Together, we made Mr. Ashcroft's life a little harder, but not so much that he lost hair. My consistent 4 years of taking art classes led me to realize that how much I wanted to pursue art as a career. Logan High's art classroom was spacious with professional equipment. It gave me an accurate image of what I would be experiencing after high school. Mr. Ashcroft encouraged me in my artistic path while also granting me creative freedom. With his help, my goals became clear. At Logan High, I met friends who made me feel accepted and confident, and I met teachers and counselors who helped me be successful. I would not have the same experience at any other school in the Valley, and I am grateful for every learning experience and every friend I gained through the school year.
Hey everyone, I hope you're all doing well and staying safe right now during these crazy times. It feels like just yesterday we were all wide-eyed freshmen entering the school for the first time, and now here we are graduating. I know this hasn't exactly been the graduation we were hoping for. I personally thought my second time would be the charm, but life always seems to have its own plans. While times are undoubtedly difficult right now, I heard a speech the other day by Tom Hanks that I thought did an especially great job of highlighting what it truly means to be graduating during these times of uncertainty. According to Mr. Hanks, the graduating class of 2020 are the chosen ones. He states, "You will be enlightened in ways your degree never held in promise. You will have made it through a time of great sacrifice and great need. No one will be more fresh to the task of restarting our normalcy than you, our chosen ones." I agree with Mr. Hanks. We will not let people down. We are strong, we are united, and we will persevere through all of our trials. Together, we can not only survive, but thrive. The pandemic thought it could bring us down, dampen our spirits, take away our hope, well, joke's on COVID. Not only can we succeed in achieving our dreams, we will succeed in surpassing them. Each and every one of us can tackle what life throws at us, becoming a bigger and better person in the process. There is no one better prepared than us to make this world a better place. We have been given the opportunity to band together now through these times and experiences. It has given us the strength and conviction to truly appreciate life and to aspire to greatness. We are truly the chosen ones, and we will rise to the occasion. I would like to end by saying I know that all of us Grizzlies have been given the tools and knowledge to do anything we desire to do in life, and I couldn't be prouder than to be graduating from Logan High. I would like to thank all of you, both peers and teachers, for making these past few years the greatest of my life, and I can't wait to see you all again. Thank you all, stay safe, and go GRIZZ.